So how do you spend a Sunday afternoon in December? I'm not wrapping Christmas presents, but I'm busy going through seeds. And why am I going through seeds now? Because in order to protect or to secure our food supply for spring and summer, now is the time to start planting your garden. Hey everyone, and welcome back to Korean Farm. I'm so glad you could join us on this Sunday in December. Now, some of you might be running around and shopping and getting Christmas presents wrapped, and if you are, I am so happy for you. It really puts me in the Christmas mood when I can start playing Christmas music and wrapping presents and putting the tree up and decorating. I love Christmas so much. But what I'm doing today is getting our family prepared for the spring. So, I don't know if you know it yet, but seeds are starting to sell really quickly online already. And every year, I always place my seed order somewhere around January, the beginning of February. You might remember back in the spring, seed stores started selling out of seeds. Seed companies were having trouble staying in stock of seeds. And because of that, there has already been talk that there may be some shortfalls in the seed world come spring of 2021. I always plan out my gardens in the fall. Like right now, there's not a ton I'm doing in my garden, obviously. Plus we've moved. But I can start planning for next year. I already know what worked really well for us this year or some things that didn't go so well and I want to try again. And I know that I want to expand and make more sauces, preserve more food for next year. So I can start planning that out now. You can think through your gardens and, you know, do you want to, what are your goals? That's how I start planning out what I'm going to grow for the following year. So if I know my focus for next year is going to be, we want to eat more salads because we're trying to get more greens in our diet and to be a little bit healthier. So I know I want a lot of salads and greens to plant. We also want to preserve a lot more of our food, keep doing like some salsas and tomato sauces and like pasta sauces and things that we can save and preserve to use throughout the year. So I know I'm going to need a lot of tomatoes for that. I'm going to need peppers. I'm going to need onions. I'm going to need my garlic. Think about things that are the ingredients that you use and the items that you cook, and that will help you to plan your garden out. I can go out to the grocery store and buy organic broccoli for pretty cheap. Now broccoli plants take up a lot of space in your garden. So if I don't want to devote, you know, 2 feet of space to one broccoli plant, then I can just plan out in my budget to get those broccoli, get the broccoli for our family from the store. Another thing that I'm going to focus on this year is growing a lot more herbs. I always grow herbs, but I want to be able to preserve some of those this year for us. So not only with, oh, and I'm gonna look towards fermenting some more things this year. So I wanna think about some of those herbs that I might use in my ferments. And those are things I'm gonna look at planting. So let me show you my conglomeration of what I already have, and then I'll talk to you about what are some things that I'm going to be ordering. So normally, when I finish gardening for the year, I try to put all of my seeds back so nice and neatly. I normally have little bags labeled like squash, and all of my squash would go back in here. But sometimes when I am finishing up at the end of the season, all of my seeds kind of get thrown into this box and basket. Plus we were moving, so my seeds are kind of a disaster. And you may be wondering, why are you dealing with these seeds now? Well, I started making an order this week. And as I was going through, I was noticing there's things out of stock that I really need. And then I said, oh, let me go to my box that I already have and see what I already have and see if I really need to be spending this much on seeds, or if I need to, or if I'll be okay with what I already have. So what I'm doing today is kind of going through my seeds, putting them in categories of like all of my herbs together, my salads, my pumpkins, you know, and squash and cucumbers and things like that. Like we saved some of our water, what's this? Yep, these are some watermelon seeds of ours that we saved our own this year. Yep, you see the mess I have to go through here? let's get started on all of these seeds and see what we can figure out we need to order for this year. So if you see it looks like I have a big colorful mess here, but this is so exciting to me. I have, if you look right here, a big huge pile of beans. I have tons of these Mother Stollard beans. One, let's see, 2, 3. I think I probably have like 4 packs of them. Nope, there's another one. Okay, maybe 3 packs. Either way, I have 3 packs of these already. Obviously, I don't need to order any more. We have plenty of bush beans. The kids love these Chinese red noodle beans. I have plenty of those for next year. And these are Blue Lake bush beans, so I know I don't need to order any beans for next year. Now, I was talking to you about tomatoes, and there's 3 categories kind of that I look for in tomatoes. I want a good cherry tomato, I want a good sliced tomato, and I want one that I can use kind of for my sauces and things. Now, Cherokee Purple is my absolute favorite slicer. And so I already have 2 packs of those left over from last year, so I don't need to order any of those. This was the first year I had done Black Beauty, but I loved them, so I'm not going to order any more of those. I've still got some in this pack. And then my tomatoes that I use for sauces and things for canning, I use the San Marzano, and I've already got about 3 packs of those. Yes, I have 3 packs of those, and I do have some Amish paste seeds left, so those are enough tomatoes for me for this year. The Dr. Witchies I really liked. It was my first year growing those, and just to give me another colorful option in the garden, I am going to go on and plant some of these, but I don't need to order them because I still have several I can feel here at the bottom. And then, so that leaves me, the only category left are my cherry tomatoes for this year. Now I planted several, I planted all of these last year. The blueberry, the berries crazy cherry, which was a yellow, and this was my purple Russian. I planted all of these cherry tomatoes last year. The kids thought the blueberry ones were fun. I think I'm gonna plant those again this year. This one is a little bit larger than a cherry tomato, but we've grown it for 2 years now. The kids like it. The one that I want to add, I'm gonna go look for online. I saw a black cherry tomato, and so I'm gonna order that. Other than that, I'm fine with just planting what I have left in this batch. They're fine. I just want to really try that black tomato, so I really don't need to order any tomatoes either. Another group that I saw I had a ton in was the carrots. Now I have several different carrots. We have the Amarillo, which is like a yellow carrot. I've got some white carrots. I've got plenty of orange carrots and several packages of the Cosmic Purple. So I don't need to order any carrots for this year. We love beets. We eat several things of beets every year. And these are all the beets I have. So I know when I go online, I need to be looking at beets. Detroit Red are my favorite. They're kind of a sweet, and the golden, they have a sweet taste. To me, these have more of an earthy taste, but we still like them. The kids really like the color pattern there, so I'll grab probably another pack of those. When you think about your carrots and your beets, you want to remember that you can plant those in spring and fall. So you want to make sure you have enough seeds for both seasons. Squash, I'm pretty good on over here. I've got some pumpkins left. I have plenty of spaghetti squash left. Now, I already looked online and the lemon squash were sold out, so I'm really glad that I actually have some more seeds left from last year, because that way I'm not scrambling to try to locate some of those. I really, really, really like those lemon squash. We don't need any butternut squash, and I don't plant a ton of straight neck. I mean, just a couple of plants is enough for our family, so I'm good on those. And same thing with my zucchini. I don't need any more of those. Oh, yes. Armenian cucumbers. I loved these last year. They just had really good flavor, and the kids loved watching them grow. So I have plenty of those seeds left as well, so I'm good on those. We have a great variety over here of greens, so I don't need to order any more greens. We've got spinach and tatsoi and kale, purslane, my 5-color rainbow Swiss chard, which we love. Our dinosaur kale, which is a favorite of ours. The kids just pick it up and eat it out of the garden. plenty of flowers. I've got, well, these are some more of like medicinal. I've got borage over here. Those are echinacea. And then I have an entire flower pile here of my zinnias, cosmos, oh, and my sunflowers. They are my favorite flower. So I have several sunflower varieties here that we will be growing this year. And oh, I can't forget my marigolds for pest control in the garden. I do have some more of the Easter basket radishes, and I did see that these were sold out online, so I'm kind of glad that I have them. I've got I've got plenty of herbs. I have more herbs than this. Where's my pile of herbs? Well, I know I already have dill and savory. And I don't know where my pile of herbs went. Oh, there they are. I knew I had a bunch. Whoops. This is, I've got thyme, and I've got dill, and I've got basil and oregano. The Thai holy basil we did last year, Thai sweet basil we did last year. That's another, this was dill, but it was one of my free seed packs from Baker Creek. My Genovese basil, which is my favorite basil. Lemon bee balm, lavender. I've got plenty of lavender. I grew stevia for the first time last year, and it did great for me. I love my stevia plant. I always do cilantro, and I even saved some of my own cilantro seeds this year as well. So I'm good on those. Oh, and loofahs. I want to do a better job of growing loofahs this year. So that's kind of an overview of what I have. Doing this now kind of tells me where I need to fill in some gaps. I know there's a few different types of tomatoes I want to get still. I probably will pick up another package of the dinosaur kale because the kids love it and we eat it like crazy. Beets I know I need a few more of. And that's really it. I've got tons of watermelons already. I've already got some, oh, I even have some of our watermelon seeds that we saved. These are some of our watermelon seeds that we saved last year from our watermelons. So I've got those too. So if you haven't already, start looking ahead now, start planning for your garden now, and go in and get your seed orders in case there's a shortage in the spring like there was last year, or in case seed companies have trouble keeping their seeds in stock and keeping up with orders. You want to be sure to have security for your family so you can secure your own food source now. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for watching me go through all these seeds today as I sorted through and kind of filled in my list of what I need to look at. Two places that I order seeds from are rareseeds.com, which is the Baker Creek seed company, and Johnny's Seeds. You can find them both online. I'll leave their links below. They're not affiliate links. They don't know that I order anything from them unless they look in their database. So feel free to check those out. They're two places that I trust for really good seeds. And Johnny's Seeds even has an area of organic seeds. So if you're into organic growing, check those out as well. Thanks so much for joining us. I hope you all have a great week. We'll be posting an updated video of Buttercup and our new calf Millie for you soon. But for now, that's it. I'm gonna start drawing out my garden because that's always something that excites me a lot once I have my seeds figured out. Don't forget to give our video a like and hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. We'll see you next time right here at Cram Farms.